It seems like today should be a good content drop. We have a free grindable 99, a grindable Lightning Juan Soto, 3 new inning bosses. The weekend classic started. I think we have a new chase card. Just a lot of stuff to go over in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts on everything. What are you excited for, disappointed in, anything like that? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. As always, feel free to drop a like, subscribe for daily MLB 25 videos. Over 8 years in a row of daily uploading, not stopping anytime soon. But new XP path today, new programs, new lightning cards. But what I want to start with is the first grindable 99, the first free 99 of MLB The Show 25. It's going to be this Clayton Kershaw 3,000 strikeouts program. I'm so happy that they did this. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody named Mike Trout is a few homers away from a pretty big milestone. So maybe we could see something like that too if he hits some more homers. But we'll take a look at the program, the rewards for it. We'll take a look at how you're in progress and just keep moving our way down the content. We got 3,000 XP, a 92 overall All-Star Kershaw card. I'm guessing this is going to work pretty similarly to that Yu Darvish program. A 92 Kershaw starting pitcher, 4-seam slider, 12-6 curve, and a circle change. The velo in the top right, the control in the top right, and the break in the top right maxed out on the 4-seam. And no surprise, the 12-6. And a day player, though, for Clayton Kershaw. 3,000 XP, a pack, 3,000 XP, some stubs, a pack, 3,000 XP. So a nice little start to the XP reward path as well. But we got 99, 3,000 strikeout club, Clayton Kershaw. I like the look of the card. 111 stamina, 110 or 100 hits per 9 to go with 110 pitching clutch. 96 walks per 9 in control, 99 velo and break, 4-seam slider, 12-6 curve, circle change, sinker, the velo up in the top right, the control looking absolutely disgusting for Kershaw, and the break really good on the 4-seam, 12-6, and the slider not amazing on the circle change or the sinker, but with that control, man, this Kershaw is going to be nasty. I'm a little bit surprised, though. His only quirk is day player. But here's 99 overall Clayton Kershaw. So how do you earn progress? We got moments 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 points available through moments. We have missions, 3 wins, 10 strikeouts, and 300 PXP, 5 points apiece with that All-Star Kershaw. 5 wins with Dodgers for 10 points, 30 innings pitched with Dodgers for 10 points. 30 innings or 30 strike. No, wait. It says 30 innings pitched, but it's supposed to say strikeouts, I'm pretty sure. And then 3,000 PXP for 10 points with Dodgers pitchers. Optional if you collect the 3,000 strikeouts icon. Wait, I got to see how close I am to getting that. If you've gotten 3,000, I like this. Wait, that's kind of cool. 3,000 strikeouts in Diamond Dynasty gets you 20 points. I need to see how close I am to that. And then there's a Clayton Kershaw milestone showdown for 20 points. It looks like 3 mini bosses in Kershaw, so shouldn't be too bad. 22 stub entry fee. And that's making me real quick before we move on to the next content. I want to see where am I at on the strikeouts. Am I close to getting that or nah? I am 1 away. We are, 150 strikeouts away. So I might try to focus on that before we get the Kershaw. Just make sure I have that available. It's optional, and I'm getting pretty close to it. But a free 99 Kershaw, the highest overall that dropped today. And we also have other new cards that dropped today. We have the Cornerstone Evolution cards. We'll talk about those once we go over the XP path. I want to go over the Lightning cards. The June Spotlights. Our June Lightning card, I guess we can't see it now, but you might have seen on the calendar. It's going to be Juan Soto for the June Lightning card. Let me know your thoughts on this. I have no clue still who the retro one is. We're going to find out together, I suppose. We'll probably check that right after this before we go over the actual contents. But we got a lot of stuff to still go over. 97 overall Lightning Juan Soto, right fielder, also plays left. One of, if not my favorite swings in the game. 115 contact versus righties and power. 100 contact versus lefties with 108 power versus lefties. 85 vision. 102 clutch, 63 fielding, 53 speed, 69 reaction. So I feel like I should probably be using them if I'm going to use them as my DH. But I love Juan Soto's swing so much. Unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter, bad ball hitter. Just the perfect set of quirks for Juan Soto as well. Going to be one of the best hitting left-handers in the game, man. I personally am super excited to see Juan Soto here. If you've been staying on top of the June Spotlight, all you got to do is get to 100 points. and the June Spotlight drop number 4. So how are we earning progress? I guess we'll check that after we check the cards and the rewards. We got a standard pack. We have 93 overall relief pitcher Sir Anthony Dominguez, 121 hits per 9, max clutch, 4-seam, sweeper, splitter, sinker, and a curveball. You got the velo in the top right, the control in the top right, looking a little bit scary, and the break good on 2 of his pitches, the 4-seam and the curveball, but not really any others. But he does have good velo and hits per 9, so the PCI is going to be small, and the pitches are going to be coming in there pretty fast for this 93 overall reliever. Another standard pack, and then at 20 points, you get a 93 starting pitcher, Quinn Priester from the Brewers, sinker, slider, cutter, 12-6 curve, and a circle change. That velo up in the top right. Control looking really pretty good for him in the top right. And the break maxed down on that cutter for Quinn Priester. No quirks on the card. At 25 points, you get a June Spotlight drop number 1. 30 points, you get 5,000 XP. The Purple Lightning bat at 35. June Spotlight drop number 2 at 40. Michael Busch from the Cubs. A lot of National League Central cards in here today. First baseman, also plays second and third base. 111 contact versus righties. Only 74 versus lefties. 115 power versus righties. Only 50 versus lefties. So way better versus right-handed pitching. 80 vision. Max clutch on the card, though. 125 really helps him out. 70 fielding, 70 reaction at first base. If you put him at second or third, he's got 45 arm strength, but 80 arm accuracy. A few quirks, including bad ball hitter for Michael Busch. At 50 points in any April Spotlight player pack. What are the prices of these dudes? Andres Munoz, okay, 10,000. So, like, you have a chance to get some stubs. It definitely brings down the price of Carlos Santana even more. 5,000 XP. As a Cardinals fan, I'm kind of excited to see an Alec Burleson. Max contact for him versus righties. 90 versus lefties. 94 and 95 for the power numbers. 100 vision. Max clutch on the card. 62 fielding and right. He also plays first and left. 55 reaction, 82 arm strength, 75 accuracy, 38 speed, and a breaking ball hitter quirk for Alec Burleson. Moving on down, you got a standard pack. We have a June Spotlight drop number 3 pack at 70 points. Real interested to see the price of Brooks Lee. I'm glad I sold him when we pulled him. If you guys saw that pack opening, I am glad I sold him for like 60-something thousand stubs or whatever it was, because he's gone quite a bit down. We got a standard pack at 80 points. Our final before the final card in the program, C.J. Abrams. Left-handed shortstop, also plays second base. Left-handed hitting, I should say. 103 and 112 for the contact numbers. Not bad. 80 power versus righties, then 97 versus lefties. 90 vision, 108 clutch. 60 fielding, but 84 arm strength. Only 67 reaction and 66 arm accuracy. 85 speed, 99 stealing, dead red first pitch hitter, among a couple others for C.J. Abrams. June Spotlight pack number 4. We can probably go ahead and check out the attributes on these guys right now. This is going to be the pack that's in the shop. So you get one of them in the program. These are going to be the ones that dropped in the shop today. As always, I just want to know your thoughts. Who are you most excited for? Everything like that. But let's check out the Tops Now cards first. We got, it looks like 4 of them. 93 overall, Carlos Narvaez. Better contact and power versus lefties. A really good fielding. 95 fielding catcher with 90 blocking. Only 74 arm strength. That's really his only weakness, but a really good fielding catcher. 93 overall, first baseman, also plays third. Kobe Mayo, but he's only got 54 fielding. Definitely better versus righties, but still not bad versus lefties, especially for a 93 overall. We have Josh Naylor. Hits 3 walk-off granny and Diamondbacks. Okay, whatever. 114 contact. I'm not going to try to read that, man. My brain is too confused. My brain is too congested today. 114 contact versus righties. Only 55 power versus lefties, but 113 clutch. 68 fielding for the first baseman. Of course, Josh Naylor has a few quirks. I think that says hits 3rd walk-off granny. So the 3rd walk-off grand slam in D-backs history. I got it. Chase Burns, final Tops Now card today in the pack. Starting pitcher, 4-seam slider, circle change, and a 12-6 curve. We see the velo in the top right, control in the top right, and the break maxed down on the slider in the top right. And let's keep moving on, man. For the Spotlight cards, I guess the rare round, or maybe there's a mid round. It looks like maybe a mid and then a rare round because we got 95s and 96s. Justin Wrobleski. 1 away hits per 9 for the lefty reliever with 118 pitching clutch, 4-seam sinker, slider, cutter, 12-6 curve. Looks like on paper one of the best left-handed relievers in the game. That control, oh my god, wait, he might actually be. That control's disgusting. The break maxed down on the four seam, not amazing though on the sinker, 12-6 curve, but with that hits per nine, pitching clutch, that control, that velo, this looks like really a pretty good card. Now moving on down, we got a starting pitcher, 95 overall, Christopher Sanchez, 100 hits per nine, 116 pitching clutch, 88 control, 99 velo and break. Sinker, circle change, slider, and a cutter. We got the velo in the top right, the control in the top right looking pretty solid. Break is going to be maxed out on 50% of his pitches. He also has break outlier. Only 65 break on the cutter, though, does scare me a little bit. And the final 95 here in the pack is going to be Juancil Perez. He plays right, second, third, short, left, and center field. He's a switch hitter with 80 fielding, 81 reaction, and 70 speed. Only 88 contact and 94 power versus righties, but max contact with 115 power versus lefties. 83 vision, only 95 clutch on the card, but he does excel at pinch hitting. So let's check out the 96s, the highest overalls in the pack, starting with Adrian Morejon or Morjon. I never know. I feel like I always call him Morejon. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but max hits per nine, 120 pitching clutch, 100 walks per nine to go with 93 control, 99 velo and break, sinker, slider, cutter, four seam, and a circle change. That velo in the top right, control looking really good. So another one of the best lefty relievers in the game now. Max break for him on the slider and the cutter. He also has outlier on his sinker for this 96 overall lefty. Definitely going to be a little bit expensive. And final card in the pack is going to be 96 Jazz, third, second, and center. 75 fielding, 74 reaction and arm strength, 64 arm accuracy, 80 speed. Way better versus righties, 110 contact, 117 power versus righties. Only 91 contact versus lefties with 73 power versus lefties, 115 clutch, and a few quirks including bad ball hitter, first pitch hitter for this 96 Jazz. But we're not done yet. We got 10,000 XP. Any June Spotlight player, you get one of these. You don't get to choose. It's just going to be random at 95, but still should hopefully help towards that Retro Lightning and driving the price down. And then if you finish the program, you get 15,000 XP and 96 overall. Joe Adell tied for the AL lead with 11 homers in June. It's good to finally see him pick it up. 95 and 115 for his contact numbers, 116 and 120 for the power numbers. Can anyone help me out? Does Joe Adell have a good swing? Is this going to be a good spotlight card? 74 vision, 111 clutch, 70 fielding, 80 speed, 64 reaction, a decent but not amazing arm, and he is a breaking ball hitter to finish off the program. Now, to get through this program, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. Feel free to slow it down, pause. But we got moments, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 points in the normal moments. We also have 2 optional extreme moments, player lock, dispenser, steer, and Hall of Fame for 30 points. You got to hit 3 homers in one game. And then all-star difficulty, the Orioles playing as them on All-Star, you would need to score 22 runs in one game without giving up more than 2. So going to be kind of hard for both of these. I'll give them a try for sure, but might be a little bit tough. We got drop 4 missions. 1,000 PXP with drop 4 tops now in Spotlight Series players. We have stat missions, innings pitched with Sir Anthony Dominguez, strikeouts with Quinn Priester, hits with Michael Busch, homers with Burley, and stolen bases with CJ Abrams. We also have drop 1 missions, total bases with Hunter Goodman, extra base hits with Evan Carter, hits with Arenado, and then a repeatable June tops now in Spotlight PXP missions. That's super nice to see, a repeatable PXP mission. We also got stat missions, stolen bases, homers, innings pitched, hits, total bases, strikeouts, homers, and strikeouts with the June Spotlight hitters and pitchers. We also have optional pack collections from the packs available today in the shop. And then, of course, the Lightning collections, collected final cards to get the Lightning Juan Soto, which we've already seen. And who is the Retro Lightning card? If you collect, it looks like 8. Wait, only 8. That seems like it might be actually kind of nice. But if you collect 8 Spotlight Series cards, I think we already knew. No, he's new today. Okay. You collect 8 for a 97 Bobby Grich. We're going to check out 96 Yandy Diaz, though, if you collect 5 first. If you collect 3, you get a June Spotlight card, so that could help towards this collection. But 96 overall, Yandy Diaz, first baseman, also plays third base. 120 and 125 for the contact numbers. 94 power versus righties, only 75 versus lefties. 110 clutch, 66 fielding, 70 reaction, 43 arm strength. Probably not going to be put him in at third base. Unfazed, day player, situational hitter among some others. And the Retro Lightning today. If you collect 8 of the June Spotlight cards, there is 4, 8, 11 totals. So you would need 8 of the 11. You wouldn't need the 96s. You would get this 97 overall Retro Lightning Bobby Grich. 116 and 113 for the contact numbers, 106 and 96 for the power numbers, 120 clutch. Not bad fielding for a second baseman, 75 with 74 reaction, 70 speed. Very, very curious to see your thoughts on the Retro Lightning card. I feel like on paper, he's got high contact, he's got pretty high power. The fielding's going to play at second base, but like, I don't want to use a Bobby Grich at second base. Like, I'm going to use Ozzie Albies or Brian Roberts or somebody else. I'm not sure if I'm really going to use him. Maybe his swing's glitchy. Maybe I'm not familiar with his game, you know, but it doesn't really excite me like a Carlos Santana or who was the other one? Bryce Harper. You know, I feel like it's not quite on the same level, but still it looks like a good second baseman. Obviously, looking at the attributes, looks like a really good second baseman. I don't know if I want to use Bobby Grich on my team, but that's going to be the new June Spotlight stuff. We're not done, man. We still got the inning XP path. I want to go ahead and take a look at the pack shop, though, before we go over to that. Just check out what else is new in the pack shop today. There is a free 4th of July pack. You know, it looks like it just contains bat skins and some Stance socks. That's really it, but make sure you redeem that. We have the June Spotlight pack like we already went over. There's a new Chase card. I think Willie McCovey's been in the game for a few days. Yeah, so new Chase card today. That's the only other thing new in the shop. It's going to be a 98 overall Mickey Mantle. Kind of crazy. I love Mickey Mantle cards. 108 contact versus righties, max versus lefties, 103 power versus righties, 80 versus lefties, max discipline, 107 clutch, 80 fielding, 82 reaction, 82 speed, 85 arm strength, 81 arm accuracy. For this new Chase card, Mickey Mantle, dead red, breaking balls hitter, situational hitter, among some others. I'm very, very interested to see what his price is, man. I feel like this is going to be one of the more expensive Chase cards that we have today. But we're still not done, man. It is a big content day. No roster update. I think they're probably going to do maybe a big one, I would assume, on July 11th. As y'all can see, there is a roster update coming on July 11th. But we have the new XP reward path today. The 5th inning XP path. I want to know your thoughts on the cornerstone cards. We got Matt Chapman, Alex Gordon, and Juan Marichal. Not going to spend a ton of time on their 85s, but here they are if y'all want to see them. We got an all-star Matt Chapman, an all-star Alex Gordon. We'll go to the program here in just a second to check out those 3. And then we have a postseason Juan Marichal, velo in the top right, control in the top right, break in the top right for him, breakout liar as well for this 85. Now, before we go to the XP reward path, I figure, hey, we might as well go and see the evolution versions of these players. Now, for all of these guys, they gave us optional missions, stats. So if you just want to throw in these cards, if you do all of these missions, I believe they said you don't need to do the moments. So as someone who doesn't really care for moments much right now, I love seeing this. If I just wanted to throw this guy in my lineups elsewhere, I could get these done just by using the cards. So that's pretty nice to see once you get that cornerstone card. But we got some XP. And then the cornerstone Juan Marichal. These guys are going to be 95 overalls, 112 stamina. We see 90 hits per 9, 104 pitching clutch. The velo in the top right on his slider, 4-seam, screwball, curveball, and a changeup. The control in the top right looking really good for Juan Marichal. Break looking okay, better on some than others. And just like his other card, he does have break outlier. Next up is going to be Matt Chapman. Cornerstone evolution card, just like the other ones. We're going to have these stat missions with the all-star card, which is nice to see. 95 overall, going to be better versus righties, 104 and 107 for the contact and power, only 84 and 82 versus lefties. 93 fielding though, 79 speed for Matt Chapman, dead red, bad ball hitter among some others. And your final of the 3 new cornerstone evolution cards, again with missions, is going to be the 95 overall cornerstone Alex Gordon. I love, ever since like MLB The Show 16, I love Alex Gordon's swing in MLB The Show. I feel like he's super underrated, so definitely give him a try. See how he feels for you. 107 and 95 for the contact, 75 and 82 for the power. I feel like he should play above that. And in the outfield at left or at third or first, he does have 93 fielding and arm strength, 95 arm accuracy, max 99 reaction, and 76 speed, as well as some pretty good quirks for this 95 overall Alex Gordon. So those are going to be the new cornerstone cards to start off the new XP reward path. And I think they've said there's a lot more packs along this path. I'm pretty sure they said that on stream. A lot more packs and less unlockables, which I'm happy to hear that. But we have the Always Intense banner. We have a Ballin' as a Habit pack, headliners, stubs, the cornerstone cards. You'll have all three of them by the time you hit 70,000 XP. If you did go ahead and collect all of the bosses from the last program, then you get a bonus 50,000 XP to start, which is the most they've done this year. Pretty nice to see. That would get you pretty close to having all the evolution cards. Some stubs, a banner, pack, stubs, Always Intense icon. Our first, besides the cornerstone, our first just card besides a pack is going to be the reliever of the year, Emmanuel Clase, closing pitcher, 96 from the Guardians. Cutter, slider, and a sinker for this Emmanuel Clase. 120 hits per 9, max pitching clutch, 105 walks per 9 with 93 control, max velo and break. We see the velo in the top right. We see the control in the top right looking really pretty good. And then the break maxed down on the cutter and the slider. I'm so interested to see, though, with 58 break, how that sinker is going to play. No surprise, he has outlier on that cutter. I hate facing Clase's cutter, man. I absolutely suck against it. Standard pack, a Ballin', headliner, stubs, a deluxe choice pack. You're going to choose one of these at 185,000 XP, a Ballin'. And I think the earliest we've been able to get it in the XP path is going to be 205,000 XP for your first of 2 bosses that you get from the path, but 3 bosses total. Now, I get that the All-Star game is in Atlanta, and these are all All-Star Series cards, but is anyone else kind of disappointed seeing 3 Braves as the 3 bosses? I'm pretty sure this is going to be the shortest XP path of the year in terms of time, but I get that it's in Atlanta, man, but I just would have liked to see a little bit more range in the teams that the cards were from, just not 3 Braves. But I get that the All-Star game's in Atlanta. I understand it. I just think I would have liked to see it a little bit differently. But let me know your thoughts on it down in the comment section. We got 97 Greg Maddux, sinker, circle change, cutter, slider, and a curveball. 112 stamina, 100 hits per 9. I was a little bit surprised to not see 99 control, but 63 velo. Apparently lower velo makes pars smaller, which I guess makes sense. But we see the velo in the top right. The control in the top right still looking really good. Maxed out on the sinker and circle change, as well as the break for this Greg Maddux. I feel like Greg Maddux is actually usually pretty good, but a break outlier. I've actually been a fan of using him. Not the best facing him, but he does have lower velo, which makes you have more reaction time on his pitches. We also have a 97 overall Hank Aaron, 103 and 100 for the contact numbers, 96 and 90 for the power numbers. Max 125 clutch, 70 fielding, 68 reaction, 88 arm strength with 85 accuracy, 76 speed, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter, situational hitter, among some others for Hank Aaron. And the final of 3 inning bosses today is going to be this Chipper Jones. We're not done, though. We still got some more diamonds to go over. These are not the final diamonds today, but 97 Chipper Jones, switch hitting third baseman, 106 and 101 for the contact numbers, 105 and 81 for the power numbers, 104 clutch, 82 fielding and arm strength, 80 arm accuracy, 78 reaction, 68 speed, dead red, first pitch hitter, breaking ball hitter, situational hitter, among some other quirks for 97 Chipper Jones, your 3 bosses. Can't wait to see your thoughts on them. Down in that comment section, some packs going along the way, some stubs at 250,000 XP, a prime pack, so we should hopefully continue to see the prices of some of these guys go down. Hopefully see the prime collection get a little bit cheaper for those of y'all, including myself, who have not finished that prime collection. But we got a Ballin' pack, some standards, stubs, another deluxe choice pack, Ballin', headliner, standard, stubs, your 5th inning XP boss, second choice at 400,000 XP, deluxe choice pack at 420, 440,000 gets you a prime pack. And then you move on to the unlimited bonus rewards, where you can see a deluxe, premier, and ultra, a lot more choice packs than we've seen before. So I actually really want to try to get this XP path done and try to get some unlimited bonus rewards. And I think they said this is the first time they've done this year. We have exchanges in the XP path, and they did say part of the reason they did that, if you go ahead and look at the top right, this is a little bit shorter for a XP path than usual, a little bit over 3 weeks until the next one. But again, we are not done going over new diamonds. We covered Kershaw. We covered the June Lightning cards, 5th inning. There's double XP going on. I think double PXP might be done, but there's double XP going on until Tuesday at noon. I hope you all enjoy the holiday weekend. But we do have the weekend classic going on. Now, I did not grind any more ranked seasons. I made World Series again, but this is the lowest I've been, I think, for a weekend classic. I also only played 4 ranked games in total, so I guess I can only see the rewards from my division. What division did y'all make? But you might notice, hey, there's weekend classic packs. I'm kind of surprised that in this division you get 2 of them if you get to 4 wins, so you could choose 4 players, 2 twice. But we do have 2 new cards in that pack. We have a relief pitcher and an outfielder. I guess we can just go check those. I'm not sure if anyone's going to have unlocked them, but I think you can usually find them just by searching the name. The first is going to be the Prime Series, Andrew McCutchen, one of my favorite righty swings in the game. 110 and 125 contact versus lefties. Another Prime card, though, so the Prime collection is just getting easier and easier. 81 and 92 for the contact numbers, 80 fielding, 81 reaction. A kind of mid-arm in center field, 85 speed, though, a pretty well-rounded Andrew McCutchen. He also has a bad ball hitter. Your first of 2 new weekend classic diamonds today. The other one is going to be a relief pitcher, a lefty, Andrew Miller, Cardinals legend, Prime, another Prime, closing pitcher. 115 hits per 9, max pitching clutch, 74 walks per 9 with 75 control. Slider, 4-seam sinker, and a circle change. That velo in the top right. You see the control maxed down on the slider, break maxed down on that slider. That primary slider is going to be disgusting from this 96 Andrew Miller. Your 2 new weekend classic cards today. Do we have a new conquest map today? We don't. So if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but I think we might have covered everything that's new today. Like and subscribe for daily videos. Please let me know your thoughts on everything. What are you excited for down in the comments section? For me, I want Kershaw. I want Juan Soto. I want Andrew McCutchen. I want Chipper Jones. I want Mickey Mantle. I want Alec Burleson. You know, I feel like there's a lot of cards that I'm kind of looking forward to today. But I'm really excited for that free 99 Kershaw. I'm super happy that Juan Soto is the Lightning card, man. I'm really happy with that. One of my favorite lefty swings in the game. But we got new content coming later on July 8th. New ranked seasons, new multiplayer program. And it looks like just other new programs as well, maybe. But roster update coming on the 11th. Our new team affinity, 1 card for every team for All-Star Game 2025. Draft day starting on the 13th, July 14th for the Home Run Derby. So a lot of new content coming. It's going to be a pretty busy next couple weeks, but hopefully y'all have a great holiday weekend. Happy 4th of July, and hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's daily MLB 25 videos.